Hello! Hello again! Hello! Ooh, it's been a while. I have some exciting news. Where do I begin? Where do I begin? Where do I begin? I'm getting married! I'm getting married. I'm getting married. I'm getting married. I'm putting a ring on it. If you like it, put a ring on it. That's kind of crazy for me to say because low-key, I'm not that girl. I'm not that girl who imagined getting married or having a wedding or being proposed to or wanting a diamond ring. Like, I feel like when I came out, I shoved heteronormativity out of the door and I said goodbye to it. And because of that, I've never viewed marriage as like a step in my life. I feel like all of my straight friends, all the girlies, like they love marriage, you know what I mean? I feel like because I grew up closeted, I never imagined myself marrying, and then I like had a phase of my life where I was pretending to be straight and I was like, obviously I'm gonna get married and have kids and do this and that. But then when I came out and started actually expressing myself authentically to the world, the whole white picket fence dream was just like not really interesting to me, and neither is it to my partner. So we've been dating for like 3 years now, and I feel like almost a year ago, we both kind of were like, we would get married. Like, we had been going to like my friends' weddings, to my family weddings, and there is something about weddings where you just like feel the love in the air and you are all romantic. And in the process of going to my friends' weddings, I did realize like the wedding itself is more so something you plan for the people you love as opposed to like something you're really planning for yourself. And I love that. Like, I like that idea of gathering all of the people who mean a lot to you and like planning something special for them. But I still just like never wanted to spend an exorbitant amount of money on flowers or like get a venue, or just like the institution of marriage never was important to me. Neither was it ever important to my partner. So coming to this decision is kind of like new for the both of us. But over the past month, we have been thinking about what it means to move as a unit in the world and like understanding ourselves as politicized bodies. I am an American, he is a Mexican citizen. We both live in Mexico City. What does it look like if we want to move to the United States next year? Or in 3 years? What does it look like if we want to move to Japan? If we want to move to Europe? You know what I mean? Like, I think now we're starting to have these conversations with ourselves where we're like, what do we want out of our lives together? And I get really excited thinking about like moving somewhere new together. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I come from like a family of immigrants, and like my great-grandmother immigrated to the US from Japan. My great-grandparents immigrated from China or Taiwan, that's still being determined, to Hawaii. And it's like if we move to the US, I'm not an immigrant. But I like the idea of like the both of us moving somewhere new together and like building a life there, because I absolutely love our lives in Mexico City and we are like so happy here. So it's also not like we're planning to leave anytime soon, but at the same time, I'm like, wait, we could go anywhere. And like, we could like build a whole life anywhere. You know, it's just like, I don't know. It really excites me. That really excites me. Like, it's scary to think like, oh, if we move somewhere, we're not gonna know anyone. He's gonna have to shift his career essentially because he's a hairstylist. So like, he'll have to build a whole new client base. I'll have to figure out what that means for my dreams of being an author and also the current industry I'm working in, which is marketing. But it really excites me, like that challenge, like the idea of just like two people moving as a unit. I don't know. I like always loved video games where you play like this group of people fighting monsters, because I just love the idea of like a group of people traveling around, which is also why I love traveling with friends. I don't know. Tangent. Unrelated. However, yeah, we're getting married. So we thought about this a lot and like started looking into what does it look like if my partner wants to immigrate? What does it look like if we want to move somewhere together? And obviously the American immigration system is kind of insane, right? Like everything takes so long, blah, 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 blah. Also, there are implications if I am a Mexican national, which I can become a Mexican national through him. He also has German descent, so he could technically get his German passport. The more we thought about it, the more it made so much sense, because it's like, actually, yeah, marriage is a strategic institution of two people. A lot of people get married outside of the reasons of like showing your love, is so that they can experience the tax benefits, or like, I don't know like any of the financial motives behind marriage. Right now, I only really understand the political motive. For us, it's like, yeah, if we want to continue building our lives together and be able to do that easily, marriage makes so much sense. And so like, we started talking about it over the past few months, also because I was in New York for a week for work, and when I was back there, I was like, I miss this place. Like, I could really see myself living here again, and I could really see him living here, because hair is a huge industry in New York, obviously. So we just started having these conversations, and then we just both kind of got excited. We were like, well, yeah, we could get married. And I think because neither of us have thought about marriage in our lives, it took us a long time to like wrap our heads around it, because at first we were like, okay, yeah, we want to do this. Like, no question. We love each other. We want to build our lives together. I feel like our motive to get married was very pragmatic. And like, I suppose that is kind of the reason why people do get married, right? It's like, so you can continue building your lives together. That's the organic motivation. And so we were like, okay, let's just do it now. But then I was like, well, wait, actually, because marriage as like an institution has such a big weight around it, because society views it in such a way, like we do have to kind of think about how we move about this decision. Because I was like, it would be weird if we did it and didn't tell our families, you know, like it would be weird if we just posted on Instagram and like our closest friends didn't know before we did that. We like sat down and had several conversations about like, okay, what does marriage mean to us? But then also, what does it mean to other people? Because we want to respect the people in our lives that we care about. What does it mean to our families? What will it look like? And so we kind of came to this conclusion that we'll have like a little wedding, which is like, we want to do the ceremony as soon as possible because we're excited to get married. And we want to like start the process of being able to move more fluidly together around the world. And conveniently, both of our families are going to be in the city for Thanksgiving, because my original plan was like host Thanksgiving for my family and his family, because I've always wanted to host a holiday like as a son/person, because I feel like my parents always host every holiday. My mom always complains about Thanksgiving being too much work, and my partner's family does not celebrate Thanksgiving because they are Mexican. So it was like an obvious, oh, we can just all gather here. I can like book us a big place. I can make the itinerary, like we can spend time together as a family, because my family has not met his family. Both of us know each other's families really well, but like the two families themselves have not met. So that was our plan for this year. And we were just like, well, they're both going to be here. So we both talked to our parents and our families, and we were like, hey, like this is the decision we've come to, and like we're super excited. Is it important for you guys to be a part of this? Like, do you want to be here for the legal marriage? Because then we can plan it around when you're coming. Unsurprisingly, both families were like, yeah, of course, like we want to be there. So that's our whole plan. And we told our close friends. Some of my close friends are going to be flying in. We're literally getting married like the weekend after Thanksgiving, which is also cool because I'm like, ooh, anniversary after Thanksgiving. It's like, it's giving like the best season ever, because I fucking love Christmas. I love Thanksgiving. My partner loves Halloween. And then my birthday is in January and his birthday is in December. Girl, that's like, I can't count because I'm bad at math, but that's like 8, 7, 6, 5 holidays in 3 months. That's wild. 4 months? I'm not a counter. Yeah, so we're doing it then. And now I'm getting like really excited. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I'm an Aquarius. So it's like, even if we're doing something small, I want it to be amazing. Like, people are not gonna leave my little wedding and be like, oh, that was cute. They're gonna leave and be like, that was fucking fun. Because I can't go out like that. So we are planning like this. When I say we, I mean I'm planning like this whole I have like this whole Google document that's like several pages long with like, this is what we're gonna plan, this is how we're gonna do it. I'm like gonna buy my first real disco ball. All these little details to make it special, but we're also doing it on a budget because it's like so last minute. And then I'm thinking in like 4 or 5 years, we will have a big wedding where it's like, that will be something we properly plan and invite all of our family to, and like friends who couldn't make this last minute little wedding shindig. And that will be something that we can save up for. And by then I will probably be a famous writer, so I'll be able to throw millions on a beautiful wedding that an Aquarius deserves. And so yeah, that's like our in a nutshell plan. And I don't know, I don't even know why I'm recording this, but I feel like I just feel like I'm doing it to process also because like I just never expected to get married. And I feel like as queer people, I just think me and my queer friends think about things differently. So it's not like, oh, like marriage is a normal step. I feel like for us, it's actually not. Like we're doing it as a strategic move. But then at the same time, it's like, if I really think about it, this is the reason why people get married, to like spend their lives together. So yeah, I'm really excited, and I don't know, like I just don't know how to go about, like for example, the outfits. I'm like, I think like for the ceremony, maybe I'll do like a jumpsuit, but then for the party, I'll wear a dress. I'm like, it's just like, I've never thought about this stuff. And so I'm genuinely, I just don't know how to do it. But I guess that means that we're gonna do it our way, which is like the best way for us. I don't know, I think one day I wanna look super femme, one day I wanna look just like whatever. Who knows? Who knows? But we're also doing these proposal days because obviously we didn't like traditionally propose. We just like made this decision through talking a lot. We're like setting proposal days where like he's planning a day for me and then I'm planning a day for him. Anyways, that's my little life update. I'm really excited. It just excites me to like think of us moving and like growing through scary things and big things and little things. And I don't know, there are a lot of things that we want to like do and achieve and not to. She's putting a ring on it. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe. I feel like this is an evolving journey. I have no idea what these videos will end up being, but yeah. Thank you for watching my video.